Good morning, good morning. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone doing today? If you don't mind just giving me a thumbs up in chat to let me know that the audio and the stream is working correctly. Hello, hello, good morning. Hello. How is everybody's day going? How is everybody's week going? Again, if you don't mind, just throw a thumbs up in chat just to make sure that the screen is working correctly, that the stream is on, and that the audio is fine. Hope everybody's week is going well. Happy to be back with everyone for our next live stream. Have some good stuff planned for us today. Gonna take a moment to say hello and see how everybody's doing first. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning or good day from wherever you're from. Hello from Ethiopia. Hello, hello, how are you? Hello from Morocco. Good morning from India. Hello from Texas. Hello from Bulgaria. Hello from Bangladesh. Hello, hello. How is everybody doing today? Hope everybody's week is going well. Give it another minute or two to see if anybody else wants to join before we hop into what we have planned for today. Hello, hello. I hope everybody's week is going well. Good morning from Israel. Hello from India. Hello, hello. Hello from London and Somalia. Good morning, good day. Hello from Spain and Nepal. Good morning from Arkansas and Massachusetts. Hello, hello. Hope everybody's week is going well. Hello from Thailand. Hello from Australia. Hello from New York. Hello from Italy. Italy is actually where I got engaged to my fiance. Hello from Canada. Hello from India, Netherlands, Philippines, San Diego, Germany. Hello, hello. Hope everybody's week is going well. If you're wondering why you can't communicate in the chat, it's because you're not subbed to the channel. All you have to do is sub to the YouTube channel, and that way you'll be able to communicate with us during the live stream. I would greatly appreciate it. If you haven't already, hit a like on the live stream, sub to the channel. That way you can have notifications on. We do this weekly, so we're here to work and learn every single week, and we are going to continue doing that. For anybody that has not seen any of the prior live streams, all of them are recorded and then put on the YouTube, so you can go back and check any of our prior conversations. Lots of gems found in there. Gone over a lot of information over the time. We spent a lot of time with the community, providing as much value as we can, and we're going to continue to do so throughout the weeks. Give it just another minute or two as I say hello to everyone and see how everybody's day is going. I'd like to interact with the community. I'd love to see all the familiar faces in here. Today we have FOMC. For anybody that has been trading with me or has been following my documentation, you would know that I do not participate in FOMC. Right, so FOMC is at 2 p.m. today. New York time. Therefore, I will not be participating. Therefore, I have a back test scheduled for us today. A lot of people have been asking for this type of stream, so today we're going to do it. Today we are going to backtest and take our time going through the information so that we can see our model playing out with live price action. As you can see here, I have FX Replay up. It is a backtesting software that we will be using. It provides live price action and it will record our results. So everybody will be able to get some logic, some reasoning, some understanding of why you would do something or how you would do something. And you will see our model play out over and over again. So today will be a backtesting stream. I believe it's going to have a lot of value. You guys are going to be able to see our model multiple times instead of just coming in here for a New York Open and hoping that the model presents itself or not. Today you'll be able to see multiple models. A lot of people have been asking for this, so it is time to do it. Give it just another minute or so for anybody else that wants to join, and then we're going to hop into it. Good morning, good morning. I hope everybody is doing well. Welcome back to another stream. Love to see all the familiar faces in here. Again, we have FOMC today, so we will not be participating till FOMC has been completed. For anybody that knows about the times to avoid in the market, FOMC is one of them, CPI is one of them, non-farm payroll is another one. These high impact news drivers are so volatile that it is the worst time to be wrong, right? So very simple. Save the mental capital, be patient, and wait until the next. So good morning, good morning. Looks like we've given enough time for people to get in here. Say hello to a couple more people that I haven't gotten through the messages. Again, if you aren't able to type in the chat, it's because you haven't subbed, so just hit the sub button, hit the like button. That way we can communicate through this backtest. I'm very happy to get a backtesting session in with you guys. It has been requested many times. Good morning from the Netherlands, good morning from the Philippines, from India, from San Diego, from Germany. Hello, hello, hello. I hope everybody's week is going well. Hello from New Jersey. Hello from Peru and Nigeria. Hello, hello from Somalia and South Africa. Oh, Dave is in the building. Davey Buckets, good morning, brother. How are you? I hope all is well. It has been a minute. Davey Buckets is more than an OG. He's been around from before the internet days. From 5 of us in the Discord to 225 on YouTube Live. Proud of you. Good to see you, Dave. I hope all is well. I'm glad that you stopped in. Thanks for joining, and I hope all is well. Will this be recorded? Yes, it will be recorded. Everything that I've done so far gets recorded, so if you have missed any of our live streams, you can go on to the YouTube channel and find any of the prior information. Today will be recorded as well. So if you missed today, it will be on the YouTube after this. Good morning, good morning. I have been unable to join the Discord. If you are unable to join the Discord, it's an open Discord, so you possibly just have to verify yourself. Just hit the verify button. Hello, hello. James is in here too. Good morning, Snipe. How are you doing today? I hope your week is going well. Alrighty, now that we've gotten some people in here, this has been a highly requested backtesting stream. The amount of people that have been asking for this is quite exponential. So we are going to get a backtesting stream in today. For anybody that was not here in the beginning, we have FOMC. FOMC is during the PM session. Therefore, I'm not going to be looking at live price because I do not participate in FOMC. Therefore, we're going to use our time wisely and we are going to backtest. So we have FX Replay here, right? It's a backtesting software. So as you can see, we got to create a session. We have to create a strategy. Obviously you guys know what strategy I use, right? So I only have one entry model and here it is. So we will type that in as our strategy. We will be recording the unicorn model. Okay. And then we will go in here. Let's pretend we are doing a prop challenge, right? So we'll go for the 50K My Funded Futures Expert Challenge, right? So if you don't know what I'm talking about, you will see in the description of this video, My Funded Futures, one of the prop firms that I use. Their expert account is amazing. It's a 4K profit target. It is a one-step challenge. It is a 2K drawdown limit. And there is no time limit in terms of needing to pass the challenge. It's a one-step challenge. Hit the 4K limit for your target before you hit the drawdown, and then you get moved into the funded account. The expert account does not have any activation fee. So that is one of the most beneficial things about My Funded Futures, along with the ability to trade on TradingView. I know a lot of people like to execute on TradingView, so that is another benefit of it. We're going to take a look at NQ. Everybody that knows me knows that I focus on ES or NQ. I'm a futures trader for the New York AM session, so we will be taking a look at NQ this morning. So we'll type in NQ here for the pair that we'll be using, and we'll just go and find a random date. We'll go back, 2 years, and we'll just, who knows, December. How about that? Pick a random date here. We got December 22nd, and we'll just start here on the 9th. Sure. Ending date, we'll just use the most recent date because it doesn't really matter. It needs to be where we start, and press save. So now we have a backtesting session. We are going to be looking at the unicorn model. I do not trade any other models. So we're only going to be looking for one type of entry function. Let's go in here to the charts, and we're going to act as if this is any normal day, right? So now is when you're going to get a very realistic view of how I conduct myself, why I do the things that I do, the logic behind it, the narrative to it, and you're going to see it play out over and over again because we're going to do it live here on the backtest. Okay, so as always, bias comes from the daily chart, right? We're going to hop right into this. We're going to get right to it. Right, and I'm going to be asking you guys questions during the backtest because I want you guys to have a hands-on learning experience. I want you to get a chance to look at what I'm looking at here, right? So first thing you can say is that we go to the daily chart to get our bias, right? We need to know which way we should be looking for our model. We want to get on the same side as higher time frame order flow, okay? And for the ones that have been spending time with me, for the ones that understand how I generate bias, what can you say here about this chart, right? I'm going to be asking you questions throughout the entire live stream. I would like to see you guys participate in terms of generating positions. I'm going to ask you, like right now, the first question is, what can you say about this bias, right? On a daily chart, you get your bias from the daily chart. What are we looking for in terms of bias? What are we looking for in terms of bias? What are we looking for in terms of bias? I'm going to give you guys a chance to answer, and then I'm going to go through my interpretation of price. All right, so match your guys' answers to the information that I point out. This is how it's going to be a hands-on learning opportunity, right? So the first thing that I'm looking at is here, swing low, right? The swing low is resting in a daily FVG here, right? So I'm going to highlight this so it doesn't overlap. So we just swept, right? Price just swept a daily swing low into a daily FVG. Bullish bias. This is a bullish bias for me. Why is it a bullish bias? It's because we long below old swing lows. We long bullish FVGs. Okay. No, I'm not looking at this one. Right? We're looking at order flow. So the next thing that I would do is go to an hourly. And this may explain why I'm not looking at that one. From a daily, we move to an hourly. I'm going to leave these daily marks here so that we can refer to them. From a daily, we move to an hourly. On the hourly, we're using it for market structure, right? So in terms of market structure, you can see here, I'll point out a market structure, right? So high, change the color to that. High, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low. That's a bearish market structure, right? Lower lows and lower highs. That bearish market structure changed at this point in time when we finally made a new high. That is a change in trend. Okay? A change in trend. Right, so in terms of change in trend, this is the moment in time that it happened. Right, so we're not, right, so, and this is what I'm explaining for the daily. If we were still in a bearish market structure, then sure, that would make sense to be looking at this bearish FVG. If you go to your market structure and see that we had the change in trend, you'd understand the bullish bias. Right, so then we go to our, right, from the daily is aligned with the hourly. The hourly is aligned with the 5 minute. So daily is bias, hourly is market structure. 5 minute is entry functions. So then we go into the 5 minute. So then we go into the 5 minute. And it looks like I started this back test on the wrong day because the 5 minute has already played out, right? See, it's Friday the 9th, but it's at 14:30. So that's after New York Open. So we'll move on to the next day so that we can get a New York Open, since we are New York Open traders, or at least I am. So let's move this forward to New York Open. It looks like the bullish bias was correct here, right? Had a Judas swing and then moved higher. Let's go to New York Open. I should have put it on the correct time. I didn't put it for New York Open. So we're going to have to go over bias again and confirm it with the market structure. Almost there now. All right, so it's the same process every single day. I understand we didn't get a trade in the first day of the backtest. That's because I didn't start the backtest at the right time. Completely okay. We will go to the next day. I still have the same bias, right, in terms of bias. And notice how we're now starting to invalidate, right, in terms of the bearish FVG. Right, this right here. There are 3 points to an FVG. It's the beginning, the middle, and the end. You'd want to see the consequent encroachment act as resistance, but it's not here, right? It's not. So I'm looking at this in terms of bias. A sweep of a swing low into a daily FVG. For me, that is bullish. Then you go to the hourly market structure, and it's the same information that we just outlined, because it has not been invalidated yet. We were doing lower highs and lower lows until this moment in time when we started making higher highs and higher lows. Higher high, higher low. Right? So with a bullish bias, we now have a bullish change in the state of delivery. Okay. Change chart time. There you go. UTC 4. Perfect. All right, I'll look at chat more often, but now that I see everybody saying change chart time, that fixed the problem. That's why we weren't able to get the New York Open. Perfect. I appreciate that. As you can see, I don't really use FX replay. I'm used to having my charts on New York time, so I kind of just suggested that it was. But now that we're on New York, get to New York Open. Right? Get over to New York Open. The analysis stays the same. We have a bullish bias. We have a bullish change in the state of delivery. We're heading into New York Open, and we are looking for a bullish entry function. We don't counter trade our bias. Okay, so since we have a bullish bias, since we had that bullish change in the state of delivery on our market structure, we would go into New York Open looking for a bullish entry function. Okay, so here is New York Open right now. Okay, let's see what we get from New York Open. We need a stop hunt. We need a stop hunt. We need displacement. We need an FVG aligned with the breaker block. Okay. See if we get it. We get a move lower. And if we're bullish, what would you want to see on the New York Open? If you're bullish, what would you want to see at New York Open? If you're bullish, what would you want to see at New York Open? Who knows the answer to that? Very good. For all the people that are saying Judas swing, right? This is a Judas swing, right? You don't sit there and say, oh, I got my bias wrong. No, you do want the manipulation lower. You do want a move lower, right? You do want a move lower so that you can go and grab liquidity, right? Look at all this liquidity that it's grabbing. Look at all this liquidity that it's grabbing, right? Swing low on the hourly. So we have a higher time frame area of interest. We have this swing low here, this swing low here. Two different swing lows that we're grabbing liquidity from at New York Open in a bullish bias, right? Now we need to find a breaker block that has a stop hunt. Okay. Now we need to find a breaker block that has a stop hunt. This is not a, I understand there's a stop hunt here, right? Because we swept this swing low, but price did not displace through the breaker block. Look at where the candle closes. So I'm not looking at that yet. Still no displacement. And now we're moving lower again. Okay. Now we have another stop hunt here, right? Into the higher time frame area of interest. There's a swing low here on the hourly, if you remember, right? So let's look at this. Swing low on the hourly. We're getting a stop hunt into it. Why is this not a stop hunt? Because there's no swing low here. This is consolidation. We would not use that. This is a stop hunt because there's higher lows on each side of it. So if we get displacement through, this would be the breaker block here, then everything would be aligned. And there it is. There it is. Okay, now we have a bullish bias. We had a bullish change in the state of delivery on the hourly. We hit an hourly swing low, so a higher time frame point of interest. Okay. We then get displacement with an FEG aligned with the breaker block. And it's only 11 o'clock in the morning. Right? Because we don't trade lunchtime. Who's taking this entry? 1 for who's taking this entry. 2 for who's not taking this entry. I'll put the position on the screen. Who's taking this entry? Right, stop. Always goes below the breaker block, right? So we'll put it a couple points below the breaker block. Oh, didn't mean to move it. Why is it so hard? Entry is at the beginning of the breaker block. Stop is a couple points below the breaker block. We're looking for 2R. Press 1 on chat if you're taking this entry. Press 2 on chat if you're not taking this entry. All right. Now that everybody got a chance to answer, this is the only thing that I have a problem with here is this is not. So this part is the only problem that I have a problem with, right? Because, for example, we have a stop loss that is 34 points for anybody that understands NQ, right? It's $20 per point. So that would be $680 of a stop loss for one contract. This is the only problem, right? Why is it saying should be, it shouldn't be $500. It should be 680 because that's the amount of points, right? It's not, you don't get to choose. You don't get to choose, right? How much you risk. You have to, it's $20 per point, right? So we'll do 34 points is $680 of a stop loss. And TP would be at right here, 2R. Right, so it's should look like that. 680. Buy, market. We're gonna do a limit here. There you go. If this order gets filled before lunchtime, right, I'll take it. If it doesn't, I'm going to cancel the order because I don't trade lunch. Let's see who was right. Oh, you're tagged in there, right? Instantly tagged in. Instantly tagged in. Let's see who's right. At this moment in time, it's either stop loss or TP. That's how I conduct myself. If you feel like conducting yourself any other way, be an independent thinker and choose for yourself. I can sit here and provide the information that I do. That's fine. If it doesn't work for you, then do what works for you. Okay? For me, I would take this position, right? It would look exactly like this. And for management, I would either put a stop loss here and a TP here, and one of those orders would fill next. I don't touch anything else. All right, let's see. So, who caught the 2R? Who did not catch the 2R? Right? And it filled during market hours, so everything about this trade is in line. We had a bullish bias from the daily. We had an hourly bullish change in the state of delivery. We had an hourly swing low get swept. We had a bullish unicorn during market hours. We entered that bullish unicorn during hunting hours because it was before lunchtime. And then we sat there and waited for either the stop loss or the TP to get hit. That's a W. Our first trade's a W. I told you I was taking it before the position played out. Now you're sitting at, right? So for in terms of a funded challenge, right? The funded challenge is 4K profit. So about a quarter of the way there. Who said 1? Who said 2? Now we're going to see who knows the model. So, a couple things to talk about. I personally don't take partials. Like I just stated, I either have my TP filled or my SL filled. I don't move to break even. Right? I don't raise my stop loss up. That's it. Daily was a bullish bias. Hourly market structure was bullish. Hourly higher time frame area of interest was engaged. 5-minute unicorn during New York Open. The back test starts with a W. On to the next. All right, so let's go back out to the daily. Let's move to New York Open. What is this? This is probably non-farm payroll or something. What is this? Wow. Well, as always, the day starts on the daily, right? And now again, bias. What's the bias here, gentlemen? Ladies and gentlemen, sorry. What's the bias here? 1 for bullish, 2 for bearish. What's the bias here? One for bullish, 2 for bearish. What's the bias here? One for bullish, 2 for bearish. What is the bias here? All right, so again, if anybody that has been working with me over the time, they would know that we long below old swing lows and we short above old swing highs. This is a bearish bias, okay? We're not breakout traders, okay? We're not looking to long above swing highs. We're not doing that. I'm shorting above a swing high, okay? So we need a bearish market structure shift on our market structure time frame, the hourly time frame, to confirm that bias. Let's go look at it. Do you see, right? Because this is heading, oh, wrong button. 9 o'clock, perfect. So we're heading into New York Open. We're getting ready for New York Open. We understand that the daily is above a swing high, right? So we're looking for shorts. Because we're above a swing high, now we need a bearish change in the state of delivery. Do you see a bearish change in the state of delivery? No, you don't, right? So the very first moment in time that your information is not aligned, right? Since the daily is above a swing high, and above swing highs we short. But since there is no bearish change in the state of delivery, that means do nothing. That means do nothing. The very first time that your information does not align, that means be patient. Do nothing. Do nothing until your information aligns. Okay, so, and this is usually where everybody asks me, why do you only take 1 trade a day? Why do you only take 2 trades a week? Because I'm only looking for certain information. And when that certain information is not there, I'm doing nothing. You understand what I'm saying? This business, a lot of the time, is done doing nothing. Patience is a virtue. If you can't understand that, you're going to overtrade, you're going to over leverage, and you're going to be right out of this business as soon as you got into this business. Okay, so since I'm sitting on my hands, I'll just watch. We can stay on the hourly chart because I don't even need to go to my entry time frame because I know that I'm doing nothing this day. But for the sake of it, let's go and see all of the individuals that said that you were bullish here. Right? So I can see it right here in chat, right? All the guys that said you were bullish here, you know, let's see what happens. Right? Because I'm sitting here saying above swing highs, you look for shorts. That's the logic. That's the logic. Above swing highs, we look for shorts. Below swing lows, we look for longs. All the people that said you were bullish, let's see if you were right. Okay, so now we have, speed this up a little bit. Needs to be on like, there we go. There you go. So, on hourly next time. So, all of the people that said you were bullish, here's your answer. Where are all those bullish people now? Where are all those bullish people now? Those breakout traders. You're deep, 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 deep underwater. If you didn't have a stop loss, you'd definitely blown your account. Look at where we were. Look at where we are now. Right? So just because you're above a swing high doesn't automatically mean short. Right? You still need that bearish change in the state of delivery. Just because you don't have that bearish change in the state of delivery doesn't mean you automatically long. When you're above a swing high, you know that you're supposed to be shorting. Just because you don't have a bearish change in the state of delivery does not mean that you should be longing. Understand what I'm saying here? And this is going back to the comment of me saying, when the information doesn't align, you sit there and do nothing. Just do nothing. Be patient. Wait. Wait. There you go. For all of the bearish people, I'm sorry. For all the bullish people there, you just burnt your account. All right, so I was sitting on my hands here because the information didn't align, so we just moved right on to the next day, right? Back out to the daily. The process never changes, right? The process never changes. Now this looks like a huge sweep. Look at that candle closure from that day. Now it looks like a huge sweep. And you have the internal to reach for. Sweep of a swing high, you have an internal to reach for. You still have to fill the rest of this as well. You have multiple things to reach for. I'm bearish here. We need the bearish change in the state of delivery. Go to the hourly. Right? So in terms of trend, higher highs and higher lows, you get a bearish change in the state of delivery when we displace through this low here. Okay? And I'm saying displace. I don't want wicks. I want displacement. So we're still on Tuesday. We're looking to do Thursday. I'm sorry, Wednesday here. Wednesday at New York Open. Right, and so, again, same exact conversation that I just had with you. Same exact conversation I just had with you. We swept the daily swing high, so we know that we should be looking for shorts, but we have yet to get a bearish change in the state of delivery. You see what I'm saying? So, anytime the information does not align, you do nothing. You do nothing. So I would just move on to the next day, right? Can you sit there and be patient enough, right? So far on your first week of the backtest, you have only had one trade. Are you really capable of only trading once on the entire week? We've only had one trade so far, and we're going into Thursday. Going into Thursday here. We need some candle closure below. Wednesday. finally get a change in the state of delivery. So this is Thursday. Let's double check the bias, but we'll probably be working with the same bias now that we just got the market structure shift. I'm sorry, the change in the state of delivery. Yep, so change in the state of delivery. Right. Now let's go into New York session and see if, right, and it looks like we're on the sell side of the curve now. Buy side, sell side. Take off, change in the state of delivery. And now we're going into New York Open because we had a bearish bias. We got the bearish change in the state of delivery. So now we can start looking for shorts. Okay. So let's see. New York Open. Right? And we don't counter trade our bias. So we're looking for shorts. Do me a favor if you haven't already, like the video and subscribe to the channel. We do this weekly. The reason why we're doing back testing today is because of FOMC. Normally the live streams are for live price. FOMC is something that I do not participate in. So a highly requested stream of back testing is what we're doing today. If you want to communicate with us in chat, all you have to do is sub to the channel. That way you have access to communicate. And then like the video. We have a bearish bias here. We got the bearish change in the state of delivery. So that means we can go to our entry time frame and look for a bearish position. Let's see if we get one. 9:30 open. Here we go. Swept the high here, creating a breaker block there. Right? Look at this right here. Right at the open, you sweep a high, create a breaker block with an FEG. Who's taking this position? We have a bearish bias. We had the bearish change in the state of delivery. At New York Open, we sweep a high and create a breaker block with a bearish FEG. 1, if you're going to take the position. 2, if you're not going to take this position. Position would look like this. 1, if you're going to take this position. 2, if you're not going to take this position. One, if you're going to take this position. 2, if you're not going to take this position. Bearish bias. Bearish change in the state of delivery on the hourly. Bearish entry function during New York Open. Something else to realize, but it should not induce any kind of emotion. This would only be your second trade on the week. Right? Tuesday and Wednesday, we didn't have a trade. Can you even be patient enough to wait that long? Right, so I'm going to go to the hourly. There is no hourly higher time frame point of interest. Right? If you're looking at the hourly, there's no FEG in here. There's no swing high in here. Let's see. I'm not going to take this position. Right? Before this happens again, I'll let you know if I'm going to take the position as well or not. I'm not going to take the position because there's no higher time frame point of interest. So I'm not going to place the orders because I'm not taking the position. Nonetheless, let's still watch it so that everybody else can get their answers. For all the people that said they were going to take this position, Let's see what happens. Oh, well, if you're following the model, you never got tagged in, right? Because the entry is the beginning of the breaker. Yes, it did play out, which is amazing, right? Phenomenal. You got the bias right. You got your market structure right. It played out perfectly. But it left without you. Chasing it is not acceptable. Okay? The justifications to your actions are that your entry is the beginning of the breaker. Your stop loss is above the breaker. You aim for 2R. If price doesn't retrace to the breaker, do not chase it. So, you know, good job. You got it right. Oh, well, they left without you. Right on to the next one. Right? So I like to see that we got the bias correct, but I'm not going to do something outside of the justifications to my actions. Since it did not touch the breaker, don't chase it. Plain and simple. On to the next day. Right, so next session. Where is price? All right, Friday, last day of the week. Last day of the week. So far, we've only had one trade in your first week, right? You've only had one trade, that Monday trade, that was a W. Are you guys really going to be patient enough to only take one trade a week? I mean, we'll see if we get one here on Friday, but, you know, I'm giving you perspective here. You don't need to be trading every single day of the week. We're going into Friday here. So we had a bearish bias because of this sweep. And we were targeting this here, right? We're targeting all of this. We targeted this first, and we were targeting this second. We're hitting our targets now. But now I want to know if we're going to complete the rest of the target. Right? Like, is this a target as well? The swing low down here. Let's do that. Let's understand that by looking at our market structure. Right? Daily is bias. Hourly is market structure. So let's go to our market structure here. Do you see a bullish change in the state of delivery? I'll mark it out here. High, low. High, low. High, low. High, low. High, low. Right? What does that look like? That's a bearish market structure. That's a bearish market structure. There has been no bullish change in the state of delivery. So can you turn bullish yet? Yes or no? One for yes, two for no. Can you change bullish with this market structure that I just pointed out? Right? And we can even go like this. Don't we have the line? Yep. Here's your current market structure. I'm pointing out the highs and the lows. Are you capable of being bullish? Are you capable of being bullish here? There's nothing bullish about this. There's absolutely nothing bullish about this. nothing. You cannot be bullish here. Is it not changing back? Hello? Am I not allowed to go back to the bars? What's going on here? Maybe I need to go out and come back in. Why did it stop working? Did they just, what's going on? Did FX replay just like drop or something? What's going on here? Oh, at least we can get the bars back. What's going on here? Do a little refresh, maybe that'll help. All right. I thought the stream was about to be done. All right. Little lag in FX replay, I guess, but here we are. We're back. All right. So, question was, can you become bullish here? Answer is absolutely not. There is nothing bullish about this market structure. If we wanted to become bullish, right? I would want to see clear and decisive change in the state of delivery. We don't have that. There is no clear and decisive change in the state of delivery. Okay, so I'm going to remain bearish, right? Oh, looks like I have to put it back on New York time too now. So remind me, do me a favor and remind me if I ever leave the screen and then go back to the chart, I have to put the time back as well. There's nothing bullish about this. Low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low. Bearish market structure. Notice how there is no clear and decisive change in the state of delivery. All right, we're remaining bearish then. So let's go into New York Open, right? 9:30. And let's do something in line with the higher time frame order flow. Okay. Let's do something in line with the higher time frame order flow. If we're bearish, let's look for a bearish entry function. Let's take a look. This. Take a look. All right, so we get this here, right? So up, down, up, all the way through. What does that look like? All right, so the problem I have with this is no entry was given. I'll slow it down next time. I didn't realize I pressed the wrong button, right? Yes, that is a bearish entry function. Yes, it is a breaker block with an FEG aligned with it. Yes, it's during New York Open. Yes, it's aligned with the higher time frame order flow. There's no entry given here, so I'll just keep going. We'll keep looking at this day, but there was no entry given here. Right? Once a position runs to R, notice the risk to reward here. If a position runs to R without you, no longer consider that position. Okay? This position ran without you. Go back to analyzing. We'll slow it down this time, but we'll do the rest of this day. Take a look. All right, so looks like we're coming out of lunch here, right? Let's take a look, see if there was any higher time frame. right? So I don't see any higher time frame area of interest here, right? So we are bearish, right? But there's no higher time frame area of interest. So coming out of lunch, I'm not looking at anything, right? If you have to base your ideas off of higher time frame levels of interest. It doesn't matter if your bias is correct. The justifications to your actions remain the same, right? So now that we're going into the end of the day, the first position left without us. There was no entry given, and it ran lower. Great. You found a position. Your bias was correct. It ran without you. It's happened before. We don't chase it. It's completely fine. Completely fine. Okay. Now that it's at the end of the day here, I'm really not interested because, you know, the closer you get to the end of the market, the less chance you have for your position to play out. 15 minutes before the market closes, so who would really be capable of only taking one position on your first week? That's your first week of the back test there. First week of the back test. Who is really capable of only taking one trade in a week? I would be curious to know. So we'll go on to the 19th here. And again, I understand that we're below this swing low here. I understand that we're in this bearish FEG. If we don't see a change in the state of delivery, I cannot change the bias. I cannot just instantly say, because we're at this location, we're doing this. You need to confirm your idea with credibility. That credibility is going to be your change in the state of delivery. Right, so we'll go into our next day looking for a change in the state of delivery. Right, so here is, we'll move to New York Open again. All right, so again, there's no change in the state of delivery on this chart. I don't even want to put the line chart on again because it's just going to lag and toss me out, I guess. High, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low. Potentially another high. There's nothing bullish about this. There's nothing bullish about this. So I'm not going to become bullish until there is a change in the state of delivery. I'm going to remain bearish, right? Market structure is saying so. So let's go into New York Open again. See if we get a bearish entry function. Here's New York Open. Here's New York Open. I'd much rather see a Judas swing higher to set up a short. So since we're already heading lower, much lower, I'm really not interested. Right? I'll just wait. I'll just wait. Nonetheless, it doesn't matter. There is no breaker block here anyways. Right? You don't see this on the screen. High, low, higher high, new low. That doesn't happen during New York. So we just keep waiting. Right? Just keep waiting. Now it's lunchtime, right? So lunchtime means we do not participate. So we'll go to the end of lunch. Now we're coming out of lunch, right? But the next candle will be outside of lunch. And you do have an hourly FEG here, right? So we had a bearish bias. And now we have a bearish FEG here. And now we're coming out of lunch. So let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens here. We're out of lunch now. Okay. We're getting a sweep, right? Look at this. Stop hunt into, this was the hourly bearish FVG. Stop hunt into the hourly bearish FVG. Displacement through the breaker block. FVG, I know it's very small, right? FVG aligned with the breaker block. I'll zoom in so everybody could see it. Here, I don't know why. I'll just put the lines on, make it even easier for you. All right. All right. We have a bearish bias. We have bearish market structure on the hourly. Coming out of lunch, right? Here's your New York PM traders, right? Here's your PM opportunity. Who's taking this trade? One, if you're taking this trade. Two, if you're not taking this trade. I'll put the position on the screen. Before you start yelling, before you start yelling that you're not entering at the breaker block, notice where we got confirmation. Okay. What do you need for a breaker block? You need a stop hunt. Then you need displacement, right? Candle closure through the breaker block. And then you need an FVG aligned with the breaker block. So in terms of an entry function being confirmed, it would be confirmed once this candle closes, because you need the FVG aligned with the breaker block. And excuse me for documenting the wrong breaker block. This is because it's not consecutive, so we don't use these two. Here's your breaker block. It was confirmed once this candle closes, so that means you can go ahead and enter once this candle closes. I understand it's not from the beginning of the breaker block, but it gives you even better risk, right? So take a look at this right here. We'll market enter since we're already in the breaker block. But first, I want to know, 1, yes, you're going to take this short. 2, no, you're not going to take this short. We're aiming for 2R. 1, yes, you're going to take this short. 2, you're not going to take this short. We had bearish market structure. We had bearish bias. We hit a bearish higher time frame area of interest coming out of lunch. So this is a PM session trade. You get a stop hunt. You get displacement through the breaker block. You have an FVG aligned with the breaker block. At this moment in time, all of your entry function criteria is complete. 1, if you're taking this trade. 2, if you're not taking this trade. Stop loss here is 20 points. That would be on one contract of NQ, that's $400. Your TP would be $800. I'm taking this trade. I'm taking this trade because it's aligned with the bias. It's aligned with the market structure. It's aligned with the higher time frame area of interest. The stop hunt happens into the area of interest coming out of lunchtime. You get the displacement, you get the FVG aligned with the breaker block. I'm taking this trade. And I'm market entering because we're already in the entry level. So Make sure we put the right amount because we're doing one contract at 20 points is $400. We're going to mark it on this one because we're already inside the entry point. We're in the trade. Last chance for you to decide. Are you taking this trade or are you not taking this trade? We're about to see if it plays out. All right. Let's see. Look at what happens when you follow the justifications to your actions. Look at what happens when you follow the justifications to your actions. W. Just started the backtest off with 2 W's. Now you're sitting halfway done with your funded challenge. The target is 4K, right? For a 50K, my funded futures expert challenge. The target is 4K. We have taken 2 trades so far in the matter of 2 weeks. We're on our 2nd week of the backtest, and you're halfway done with your challenge. The things you have to notice here are 1, you following the justifications to your actions. 2, the frequency of the trades. We've only taken 2 trades and we're in our 2nd week. Less is more. Quality over quantity. All right. 2 W's so far. Let's move on. Let's move on. Go out to our market structure. See if we ever get any kind of bullish change in the state of delivery. We'll go to our next session. I don't need to click it many times. And no, look, see, again, we have no change in the state of delivery. Look at the highs, look at the lows, look at the highs, look at the lows, look at the highs, look at the lows. There's nothing bullish about this. There's just nothing bullish about this. I'm not going to long until I have some kind of confirmation to long. It's definitely in a discount, without a doubt. Right? We've achieved our objective to the downside, right? Initially, when we said we were short here, we had marked out 2 possible targets, which was this FVG here, and it was this, the fill of this FVG here. So in terms of your targets for your bearish bias being completed, they have been completed, right? Right, so now that we're in a discount, what would we be looking for? A bullish change in the state of delivery. Right, now that we're in a discount, let's look for a bullish change in the state of delivery. Right, so let's wait until we get one. How about that? Right. Let's wait until we get a bullish, let's wait until we get a bullish change in the state of delivery. Since we're in a discount, let's see if you get a bullish change in the state of delivery so we can begin to be bullish. All right, you're just slightly starting to get one now, right, in terms of highs and lows. Right, so high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low. Are we about to make a new high here? Yes. Okay, so this isn't market hours anyways, so let's go to market hours and see if that change in the state of delivery holds. Couple more hours here. One more hour here. So, not very decisive. You know, with a bullish change in the state of delivery, I want to see it done with displacement. Right, we did get a new high. And I mean, I guess, sure, there is a FVG here. Right, there is an FVG, there is a gap here. So in terms of displacement, displacement is the presence of an FVG, is the presence of a gap. So sure, I guess this I would like it to be much more energetic and decisive, if you ask me. So I'm not exactly, you know, I'm not convinced here. I'm just not convinced. I'm not convinced. So I'm gonna wait, and of course, as soon as I wait, we actually get the displacement. So we were right in terms of, there's your confirmation of being right about the bullish change in the state of delivery, but we didn't get to act on it, right? Because we were waiting for it to happen. But now that it's been confirmed, right? I'm going to turn bullish, right? We didn't get to trade this day. Oh, well. Oh, well. Wait until the information aligns. Right? So let's go, we'll go to the next day, since we were waiting for this displacement because we were unsure of the change in the state of delivery, that we didn't get to take advantage of this here, right? So now that we got the change in the state of delivery and we're in a discount on a daily, right? Go back and look at the daily. Discount. Nice fill. Look at how it's reacting to the fill of this FEG. Bouncing off of where it would fill from the FEG. After fully filling the FEG, we're now getting clear and decisive change in the state of delivery, shown by the displacement. Right, it wasn't really decisive here, so we didn't take anything that day. Now it looks decisive. All right, so now I'm going to go to New York session. We are bullish because of the change in the state of delivery from here. We are bullish because of the bullish FVG on a daily and a discount. So since those two things align, we can make it to our entry time frame, the 5 minute. Let's take these things off. And let's see if we, during New York, get a position. Okay. Big move lower. Either this is a huge Judas swing, or maybe we need to analyze bias again. Thing just keeps going lower. Clearly there's no bullish entry function yet, right? There's no, you don't see this. We're looking for a bullish entry function because of the daily discount and the hourly change in the state of delivery. But we haven't gotten this yet. So we're waiting for that. Now that it's becoming lunchtime, right? We don't participate in lunch, right? So the morning had nothing for us. Hoping that that morning was just a huge Judas swing. But we'll see. We'll see. We got to get out of lunch here now, though, right? We don't participate in lunch. Almost there. All right, let's see if the PM session has anything for us. Let's see if the PM session has anything for us. Sweep, right? Coming right out of lunch, you get a sweep. Another sweep, right? Stop hunt here. Oh, starting to get displacement. Oh, there we go. All right. All right. Zoom in here so everybody can see it. Right? So down, up, down, all the way through. It closes through the breaker block, right, with displacement. FVG aligned here, right? FVG is aligned with the breaker block. Stop hunt. After lunch, displacement through the breaker block. We had a bullish bias because we're in a discount on the daily. We were bullish because of the bullish change in the state of delivery that we saw on an hourly. Who's taking this position? Who's taking this position? Okay. Let me just fix the... Let me fix this here. Who's taking this position? Looks like this here. 1, if you are taking this long. 2, if you are not taking this long. One, if you're taking this long. 2, if you're not taking this long. One, if you're taking this long. 2, if you are not taking this long. All right, let's take a look at it. Hourly, clearly below a swing low, right? So your higher time frame area of interest is there. Daily bullish FVG in terms of bias. Daily in a discount in terms of narrative. After lunch, you get a stop hunt. After the stop hunt, you get displacement through the breaker block, and it closes, showing its decisiveness, and leaves an FVG aligned with it. I'm taking this trade. I'm taking this trade for everything that I just mentioned. Let's see who's going to be right. Let's see who's going to be wrong. Bunch of people said no. Bunch of people said yes. Looks like we get both sides. So, let's see. We have to do a limit order this time because we're entering from the breaker block and price is not currently inside the breaker block. We have 26 points here, so that's $520 of risk. Right, we're only doing one contract of NQ. $520 worth of risk. We have to do a limit order this time. Order is not complete. What does that mean? 520. All right. We should be good this time. Boom. Last chance. Who's taking this position? Who is not taking this position? 1 for yes, 2 for no. I said I'm taking this position. Bias is bullish. We're in a daily discount. We are in a bullish daily FVG. After lunch, we got a stop hunt. Then we got displacement through a breaker block. We were looking for a long because of the daily discount, because of the daily FVG. I'm taking this trade. For everybody that said they're taking this trade, let's see what you get. For everybody that didn't take this trade, you're sitting on the sidelines. Okay, you're instantly entered. Nice. Oh. 2R. If you manage your emotions correctly, right? For the people that raised their stop loss to break even, once it went higher, you're getting stopped out at break even. For the people that follow their entry function and their justifications to their actions and left their stop loss where they're supposed to be and waited for TP to hit, that person is taking 2R. Do you realize how much money we've made in the span of, how many days was that? Go back. I think we started here, so 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In 9 days, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? In 9 days, you are more than 3/4 of the way done with your funded challenge. In 9 days. But you want to take 10 trades in 1 day. But you want to take every trade that you see. Can you understand why less is more? Can you understand why you only need 1 position a week? Maybe 2? Maybe instead of thinking in terms of emotion, thinking impulsively, start thinking logically by defining the justifications to your actions. No, but you want to be impulsive. You want to take 10 trades a day. How about you start thinking logically instead of impulsively? So I'll do 1 or 2 more days here. We have been doing this for more than an hour and a half now. You know, maybe we'll get 1 more trade in to see if we can actually pass the account. If we can't, I'm only going to do like 1 or 2 more days here. I don't want to spend all morning on this. We're getting closer to 2 hours now. Either way, this has been recorded, so anybody that was not here in the beginning, they can go back and watch this. Providing all of the logic, all of the narrative, all of the reasons why or how I would do something, and then implementing my model. Everybody knows what the model is already. I already know what the model is. That's a breaker block plus an FEG during hunting hours. Maybe just practice some patience. Maybe start applying some logic, some narratives to your trades. Maybe follow the justifications for your actions for once. Do what you say you're going to do. Align your actions with your thoughts. Couple more days here and then we are going to head out. If you haven't already, please do sub to the channel. Please like the video. We do this every single week, whether it's with live price action or backtesting or educational information. All the prior videos are shown on the YouTube. If you want a more direct communication with me, check the description of this video. Okay, there's the Discord link is in the description of this video. Twitter is the one that has a little bit too much traffic, so it's harder for me to communicate there. I use that more of my public journal. Discord is what I communicate the best with. Get a couple more days in here and then we are going to call it. All right, so we just did this day, I believe, so we'll go to the next one. see here. New York session. All right. So first thing I have to say about this is how far into a discount we are, right? We're dealing with, one, this is an order block. Two, this FVG here. So I can't short here. Now that we're at the lows, right? I'm not looking to short at the lows. Right? You see that? Now that we're actually at the lows, I'm not willing to short here. We are in a discount. I'm only going to look for longs, right? So go in here. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. We're on the hourly. So we have an hourly FVG here and here. A huge sell-off that did yesterday did create a bearish market structure shift. It did create a bearish change in the state of delivery. So personally, I would like to, you know, if we can, maybe get a bullish change in the state of delivery. If we can't, I'm not willing to short because we're in a discount. So go ahead and see if we get one. Haven't gotten one yet, so we will just keep waiting. Starting to get one there, right? New high right here. Done with displacement, the gap up, and the bullish FVG. That is nice to see. So let's go to, oh, New York Open. Takes that away from us. Go ahead and see if we get anything during New York Open. So we're bullish because we're looking at the discount on a daily. We had a bullish change in the state of delivery, but this might be invalidating it here. I am only looking for longs because we're in a discount on the daily. I'm not willing to short here, even if a short position is provided, right? Because you see the sweep here. You see a breaker block here with the FVG. I'm not willing to short here. I don't even, right? It played out. Sure, I don't care. We're in a discount on the daily, so I'll sit and wait. Like, I don't need to trade every single day. It's just one trade a day could do it for you. One trade a week could do it for you. This is not a breaker block because these are consolidations for the lower move. There's no swing high in here. Still no breaker block. Still no bullish setup anywhere. Now we're at the end of the day. So go back out here. See if they give any kind of change in the state of delivery. We'll do one more day. Again, we're in a discount on the daily, so I'm not willing to short. I really don't care if it goes below these lows. Because of the location that we are now, I'm not willing to short. So take a look at one more day. This is we're going into New York Open here shortly. Well, that might be your change in the state of delivery. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, I would. Very nice impulsive move here. Right, so in terms of, let's take a look at change in the state of delivery. There's a high here. There's a low here. It sells off. There's a low here. There's no high in here. There's a high right here. We're looking at swing points. Swing high or a swing low is how you look at trend. Swing high, swing low. Swing low, swing high. Swing low, swing high, right? Now we finally get a new high and a higher low. No displacement in here until now. Now we're getting displacement starting to change the state of delivery. I would call this a change in the state of delivery because the trend is changing. Done with displacement. Look how much larger that candle is, right? Look how much larger that candle is. Since we're getting a change in the state of delivery, let's see if this could potentially be a unicorn as well, right? And what do you see here, right? So here's the change in the state of delivery. That's the change in the state of delivery. We're in a discount on the daily. So we're looking for longs. We just got a bullish change in the state of delivery. That has to be a low too, right? In terms of, yep. So swing low. Higher time frame point of interest. See how I keep building the probabilities here each time? All aligning with the same concepts each time. Daily discount. Hourly bullish change in the state of delivery. Hourly point of interest during New York Open. Right? So we swept. Stop hunt. Right here. Swing low. Swing low. Stop hunt. Into a higher time frame point of interest. Displacement through the breaker block. There's your FVG. This is the very first moment in time. Right? You could use that. Very first moment in time, you can use that. 1 if you're taking this position, 2 if you're not taking this position. We're looking at a long. Looking at something like this. Right? One if you're taking this position, 2 if you're not taking this. One if you're taking this position, 2 if you are not taking this position. One if you're taking this position, 2 if you're not taking this position. All right, so I'm not taking this position. The reason why I'm not taking this position is because it ran 2R before it ever gave an entry, right? Right, even if you had your stop loss multiple points below it, right, still went 2R before giving an entry, or if your stop loss was right below it, still went 2R before giving an entry. So I'm not taking this position. Okay. Let's see if whoever said they are taking this position is correct. Let's see if whoever isn't taking this position is correct. I'm not taking this position because it went more than 2R before an entry was given. Let's see what happens. Nonetheless, this will be the last trade of the backtest, as we've been on here for about 2 hours now. Oh, entry. And that is 2R there. Look at that. So, very good job for people that said they were taking this position. The logic behind me not taking this position is because it ran 2R before the entry was given. I'm completely fine with missing that trade. I don't care that I missed that trade. I really don't care that it still worked, right? Goes to show you our entry function does work. But this is the moment in time where you become an independent thinker. Would you take that trade because it ran 2R before entry was given, or would you not take that trade? Doesn't matter that it worked. You need to know what you're doing before it happens, because you can't tell the future. You can do everything up until you are filled in a position. Once you are filled in a position, all control goes out the window. So you have to do all of your due diligence before that happens, right? And that's why I'm telling you the logic. My logic is that I'm not taking that position because of 2R. I don't care that it played out. I wouldn't have been in that position because I did not enter. I did not submit any orders. That's fine. I'll just move back to the sidelines and wait for the next one. So I hope that was very helpful. I'm very happy to say that the 3 positions I decided to take were winners, right? So in terms of the funded challenge, we're not done with the funded challenge. I could leave this here for our next backtest to see if we finish the funded challenge, but there's your insight to 3 different winners there, with the logic, with the narrative, with the market structure, with the bias. Entry function will never change. What needs to change is applying sound logic and narratives to your position. So I hope everybody enjoyed today's session. We can absolutely set up another backtesting session. Thank you everybody that joined, and I'm very happy that everybody took some time out of their day to learn some more about this market. We're going to continue to keep working and learning every single week. If you haven't already, please do sub to the channel. Please like the video. If you're looking for any kind of more direct communication with me, go to the description of this video and check out the Discords. That's where we hang out. Thank you guys again for coming. I greatly appreciate every single one of you. I hope you have an amazing day. Until next time.